let's talk about Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. Jerry Jones won 105.3 The Fan. And, this is his interview. He tries to give it. He basically said the same thing a bunch of times. He gave a bunch of the same answers. I tried to cut some of them out. I didn't want to give you the whole thing because it is a lot. But basically, his main sentiment that he wanted to go on to say, we have the players, we have the coaches. Here's Jerry Jones and kind of the main sentiment he was putting out today.
I see we have the players and we have the systems in place to do it. We have, in my mind, make no mistake about it, we have a quarterback that can get us there. And so I feel very strongly there. We have coaching on both sides of the ball that can get us there.
Yeah. He's saying we have everything. Guys, relax. Just relax. We have everything we need. It's all there. Don't worry. It's okay. I know we had a bad game. And this is what he said a lot, too. Anything can happen in the NFL. We go, yeah, we saw that in the Cardinals game. In the Cardinals game, you can say anything can happen in the NFL. You can't say that when you keep saying, well, the 49ers game is where we're going to see if we're any good. And the 49ers are the team that keeps knocking us out. And that's our benchmark. And I can tell you your other benchmark is going to be the Eagles. And if you're not ready by that game, it's going to be hard times for Jerry Jones because it's going to be getting pretty late. You're going to have to make that decision before the Eagles game, I believe, if you're going to do anything. But it was just, we got the players. We got it. We will be good. We'll be good. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. We have the players. We just need to change up what we do. We just need to change up what we do. And this is what he says. We've got to change. We've got to change what we do.
My life has always been working for myself. And consequently, when you work for yourself, you have to change what you're looking at in the mirror. That doesn't work anymore, or that's not working, and you have to go change it. In this particular case, we have to do some changes from within, and I'm talking technical things now. I'm not talking about the will and the attitude and the work ethic that's with this team. This team's got that. And we have players in place. Do we have it at quarterback? Let me be very affirmative. I completely believe that we have the quarterback that can take us where we want to go. Do we have the coaching staff on both sides of the ball? And I certainly do. Did Sunday reflect that? No.
You got to make changes. We're not making any changes. Now, he kept saying we're going to make changes. The changes are going to be schematic changes. And by the way, I will tell you, Kurt Warner tweeted out something, which is what coverage you want to see from ex-player athletes, from ex-players when they're doing their commentating. That we've seen a couple guys come out that are just there for the clicks that have said whatever about Dak Prescott. He's just a terrible quarterback. I don't need your breakdown of he's a terrible quarterback. Anybody can say it. Kurt Warner actually breaks down how the route was not run correctly on one of his interceptions. And he shows that it's on a slant route and that it's just not done correctly. Now, whether that's a wide receiver problem, whether it's a practice problem, whether that's a coaching problem, that we don't know. But we can tell you that it was not 100% Dak's fault that he's put in a position where he has a harder time to win. And that's where apparently Jerry is saying we need to fix that. We need to fix those things. Now, I don't know why he believes the same guys who put you in that problem are going to be able to get you out of that problem, that when we knew the problems were there with Kellen Moore, that you were able to do certain things against bad teams and not do them against good teams, and then Kellen Moore leaves, and it's the same exact problem. And now you may go, oh, that wasn't Kellen Moore. That wasn't Kellen Moore who didn't put together, that was not putting together the best game plans against good teams and wasn't changing things up and wasn't breaking tendencies and wasn't, making sure that everything was tamped down to be perfectly right. Maybe it wasn't that. Maybe he wasn't the one that was catching it. No one was catching it. It wasn't just him. Sean Heimer was on this staff last year as an advisor. Mike McCarthy's been there for 3 years now. Maybe how have those guys never caught it? And he certainly hasn't caught it now, but we're supposed to believe he's going to figure it out. And but this is the problem. That's what Jerry said in that he says at the beginning of that. He goes, I work for myself, and I know when something's wrong, I got to change it. And then he just says, but we're not going to change anything. And I get he says we're going to change little things, but he doesn't mean that. When he worked for himself, he didn't say, well, I wake up and I can't sell anything, So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to knock with my left hand now. Because that's basically what he's saying. I'm going to door-to-door sales, and I was knocking with my right hand. That's why I'm not selling anything. I'm knocking with my right hand. I'll knock with my left hand. Sales are going to go through the roof. It's wishful thinking, and it's craziness. And this is the one that gets me the most. This is the one that infuriated me the most because he says one thing and immediately backtracks on the other end. The beginning of this has some sort of old school Jerry Jones wisdom in it. And the end of it has old man Jerry Jones written all over it.
I'm not panicked, but the gap is, I don't want to, when something tells you what it is, don't try to dream that it's something else. Now, what I'm trying to say is we can do better than what we did out there Sunday night. That's a given. We can do better. We have the potential to do better. We have the preparation to do better.
When something tells you it is what it is, don't dream it's something else. And then immediately says, we could be better. We are better than that. That wasn't us. I'm dreaming again. He has a lucid moment there. He has that little moment where he's right on. Don't look at something. When something tells you what it is, don't dream that it's something else. Solid advice. When you see something and you know what it is, don't dream that it's something else. Don't pretend that your problems aren't going to be there. You know what it is. I can't go eat a big plate of nachos and not expect to gain more weight. Can't go, well, you know what? I put extra jalapenos on it. That's like veggies. Now it's great. No, it's telling me what it is. They're telling you what it is. They told you what it is. You can't beat the 49ers. You're going to continue to not beat the 49ers. You're not going to beat the Eagles. Trade deadline's on the 31st of October. Are you going to be able to make the moves you need to make and salvage your season if you go through this next few games and you don't make any and you only make small adjustments and you change up routes a little bit and you do what your little bit you can do and you go up and you play the Chargers on Monday Night Football? What if the Chargers beat you? What if Kellen Moore knows what you're going to do when you don't change enough? And that whole crap about getting Trey Lance and he was going to tell you what the 49ers do. That stupid whole thing that people were talking about. Well, yeah, they got your offensive coordinator, so they know what you're going to do. The playbook doesn't look that different to me. Then you got the Rams. Aaron Donald's coming after Dak Prescott. You don't think that's going to be a problem? That Rams defense playing a little bit better? Matt Stafford coming out. Maybe they'll be able to get some things going against this Cooper Kupp just going little short routes all day long. Maybe they can go. Then you play the Eagles on 11-5. It's too late. Trade deadline's on the 31st. If you're going to make a move, is your season over on 11-5? If you drop 3 games in a row, 2 or 3 of those, how do you feel at the end of that? When something tells you what it is, don't dream it's something else. And then he talks over it. Well, what I meant was we have the ability to be better. What I meant is I'm dreaming. I'm going to tell you that I'm dreaming, then I'm going to dream. Just craziness from Jerry there. I get my man Chan on the text line always tries to talk me into a sanity that it's Jerry Jones and it's the Cowboys and you can't think logically in these things. Beginning of that again.
I'm not panicked, but the gap is, I don't want to, when something tells you what it is, don't try to dream that it's something else.
Yeah. Don't try and dream that it's something else. What? You can't say that. And then come out. Thanks to 105.3 The Fan for putting up this audio. I appreciate it. You can always hear his interviews on there. Every Tuesday, I think he does them after games. You can go listen to Jerry Jones. And there's 20 minutes on that interview if you want to listen to the whole thing. They got it posted up. You can go find it. I think he's posted on the Dallas Cowboys YouTube, too. You can go find it wherever you find it. And hear him talk about this for 20 minutes and kind of say the same thing over and over again. Say, Dak's our quarterback. We think he can be a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And Mike McCarthy, we got the coaches. We just need to be better. We just need to be better. If something tells you what it is, don't dream it's something else. There's something there, Jerry. You were right for a minute. And then it all went downhill. All went downhill.